In this episode of the Hardcore Medley, we return to the problematic Balance Druid, but with the addition of travel form, it is at least fun to go from quest to quest. We'll go Howling Vale, and then head down here, grab that, check this place. Obviously there's a lot of dudes over here from what I remember, but we could check it out. Gotta go here anyway, but I also need the Iron Pommel. I was actually thinking though that I might level my Season of Discovery Druid. Because with all the content that they're bringing out in SOD for like level 60 stuff now, I kind of do feel like maybe I want to play a little bit of it. Definitely the thing I dislike most about the Druid is its mana thing, so I'm glad these next few talent points are going to be making that better. Because the damage it does is good, right? It pumps when it can. But it's like, your room. So 2 mobs is, you know, our baseline. See, stuff like sagefish would be great on the druid, but I don't really want to go fishing. But I might have to. As I continue to level, I might have to actually do some fishing. I would love to see that rare though, because he drops 2 items and one of them is an agility necklace. The fact that we were here for like over a level on our hunter and he wasn't ever up was kind of sad. Alright, so killing those mobs was about as painful as I thought it would be. After going from rogue, where I was literally killing elites, back to the druid, it's like... I do want to get the druid to at least 40 so I get moonkin form. But I will say it's the most painful class I've had to level so far. Like, Demonology Warlock was unfun. There is fun in Balance Druid, unlike Demonology Warlock. But it's painful. That's the part that I love about Balance Druid though. The random like 300 to 400 crits. They'll never get old. I think that's a full heal, right? The Gift of Xavian. If I remember correctly, because I think I fought these guys on Ugro, and it's just like a healed full. So that's going to be awkward. I'm just going to go and stab this guy. So I can actually, hopefully, finish him off before he casts. I perhaps get him solo. Nice, I think I did. Far enough away. Breaking my roots right away. Everything's respawning. Probably a good time to leave. We can probably do Forsaken Diseases. I don't remember that quest being that hard. You just got to go click an item, right? This area is so interesting because there's like... I feel like there should be an Alliance flight path here. Now, there isn't one too far away, obviously. But how many people were scared to go into a Jara on their first character when they didn't know that it was kind of safe to go in there, you know? I wonder if anyone's accidentally like walked up to Krog and just killed him. He is only a level 9. Dies immediately. We are level 31. Look at that rested experience bar all the way to the end. I'm gonna keep going Moonglow for, you know, mana reasons. If I can, I'd like to be able to skip some of these mobs, so I might just stealth by, because probably gonna get 4 guards just by going up there and clearing around fella. So what I will do is I will try to blow up this guard as quickly as possible, put a Moonfire on Rain, and be about it. Right. Good entangle. What the? Again? That was crazy. Bad RNG. See if I can get Rand back here with me. Get him away from his friends. I do not want to fight you and your friends, Rand. I will hand in the quest though, it's 3,000 experience. Like, I don't really care that much about having the Rod of Transformation on hardcore. On a regular server, I like keeping it because it's something cool that you've got. You know, you can go into raid and turn into a furbolg, and all your friends are like, oh, let's all be furbolgs, that's cool. But on hardcore, it's like, I'll just hand in the 3k experience, whatever. I'm glad I got a whole level in Ashen Vale. I was actually worried about 30 to 31 on the Druid. Like, I definitely felt when I logged off the Druid last time that 31 was going to have to be a level of grinding. Honestly, we didn't even use that much of our rested experience while questing. Like, most of it was handing in stuff. We've still got a bar, which basically means we only use half a bar because 1.5 bars is like the cap, right? Rather the Starfire crit, but I don't mind a crit. Orb of Mismantle. Increases healing done by spells and effects by up to 9. Increases shadow damage done by spells and effects by up to 6. It's a pretty good priest item. I don't have a main hand weapon for my priest, but I'm gonna send that to the priest because that's the only character that would really get usage out of it. I just found another blue on friend. Cloth, strength, intellect. Do we just go down to the centaurs and grind them? I'm not sure. There's a lot of options. Kill some scorpions on the way as well. Why not? Some of these mobs are so strong, especially the Kodos. I just don't have the mana to deal with them. People say Balance Druid has no problems. So I guess at 40 I'll be able to kill an extra mob every 6 minutes with Innovate. I feel like this quest might lead into here again, so I might just go back and turn it in and see. Because I don't exactly remember what the next part of this quest is. It's been a while. It's been over a year since we Desolist on Alliance. The next part is just go and find the lady. I don't even know if I go in there and find the lady. I might just do the Scepter of Light and then peace. Because, like I've said, going in there as a Balance Druid just seems like a bad idea. Doesn't exactly fill me with huge confidence. The Augur is at least just standing there. He didn't want to cast Shadow Vault for the longest time there, so that was nice. That mob was just stupid. Okay, next task. Let us head down, grab the centaur ears, and start grinding our rep. Man, I'm really not looking forward to Desolus without travel form. Let me tell you, it is not awesome. I'm wondering if those boots from the Coda roundup are going to be better for friend. They might be. There's Rexar. If anyone needs Rexar, he's right here. I do not need Rexar because I'm Alliance. We start out this leg of the medley with the Rogue, who just solos 4 elite mobs, just for fun. And then we move on to like the Druid, who... Gonna be honest, I'm not really gonna try solo the elites on. I think we could do more Lardum and Necrosh, just because they're melee mobs. At the same time, I don't know if I have the mana for it. Alright, let's get to killing centaurs again. We need their ears, but more importantly, we need their rep. But yeah, 20 rep per mob, so we'll be here a little bit. Hopefully get our ears while doing. And maybe we'll be pretty close to leveling. We'll see. Alright, I don't know what happened with that entangling roots, but it went off and then it just didn't appear. It's like it broke as soon as it happened. They're called stormers. Obviously they probably throw down a storm, but I expected them to do a little bit more when it comes to the storming part. Maybe they're called stormers because they run at you really fast, you know? I think having that 2% extra damage is going to be pretty nice. Like, it's not a huge amount, right? But it would be enough to finish off mobs. Like, our max rank Starfire is going to be hitting for 525. So, 10% extra, we get about 570, let's say. With some spell damage gear as well later on with Dreamweave, if we get there. Obviously, this is all planning for a level 60 Balance Druid that may not happen because it might die. But if it does sound fun. 35 Centaur kills to go. This is prepping us for like the level 50s, you know, where we've got to kill Furbolgs on 8 characters. Having to kill these few amount of centaurs on 8 characters isn't going to be that bad when you really think about what is to come. Because that's going to be awful. Alright, we're both we both need to come and hit each other with our staffs. Mobs that heal are like my worst nightmare right now. We did figure out for the Medicine Men in Stranglethorn to just spam Starfire. It was Starfire, Moonfire, Starfire, Starfire. Sometimes they would die within that. If they got the heal off though, then it's just like, ugh. Fight could go on forever. I definitely fought one Medicine Man for about 3 minutes. So Healy mobs on the Druid has not been great. Like sure, we could switch into Bear form and bash, but it has its own problems. Still gonna use all our mana doing that. Those people that think Balance Druid does not have problems. What are you smoking? Because we should all have some. I don't know if I probably won't fight the Kodo Aberrations from Bone Collector, but I'll do the quest because that necklace is gonna be a good starter necklace when you don't have one. Alright, we are neutral. I guess I would use these. We just lose 2 stam, but we gain 3 intellect and 5 spirit. Like sure they're cloth, but they're really good. Grab this Kodo. And then grab a Kodo bone. If we spawn an aberration, we run. Pretty much our game plan with this quest though. Like, I need to do the quest because it's a necklace, but there is no way I'm gonna fight those. But yeah, this item plus the necklace that we'll be gaining. Pretty good upgrades coming our way very soon. I want to kill both of these, obviously. I think we mana pot, because otherwise I have 0 mana. Two big strong Kotos. Kodo, not Koto. What the heck is a Koto? Just rough, you know, fighting 2 mobs back to back that are higher level than me because the mana is an issue. Please? Nice. We got both. Let's go. There's level 35 and Kodo Rustler Boots. I am going to equip because they're so good. Alright, Moon Fury. 2% extra damage. I might do this one quest in a Raffy first though. But then back to Hillsbrad and do the quest after we're done in Desolus. Rexar scared the shit out of me, mate. This quest is really good. Especially because it leads into that book, which is going to give us a pretty nice item. But I think we'll leave it until we come back to Desolus. So we finish what we do in Desolus, like all these quests now. And then go back to Hillsbrad and Arathi, I think. For the finale of the level. Pretty much in the Horde camp right now, huh? Scary. Alright, get out of here. Give you a Fawns in a moment, I just need mana. You're running around with no mana and you try to buff someone, you just look silly. But yeah, we got our necklace now on our druid. This is probably the necklace a lot of characters are going to be having going into the 40s because it is the easiest one to get in the game. Alright, hand in these quests, sell our items, and then get back out there. Because we're probably going to log out with these braces still, I think because we have a lot of large fangs now. Obviously large fangs were really hard to get when they were on level. Large fangs were really hard to get, but now we have a lot of them. I think I might make a pair of barbaric braces for friend just because they are actually an upgrade. That's how it is with the medley though. As soon as an item becomes farmable, it's worth farming, but it's going to be much harder to get them when they're only just farmable compared to, you know, 10 levels down the line when they're dropping all the damn time. So the large fangs when they were farmable were obviously hard to get, but now they just drop from everything. You know, when I play Druid in WoW, I'm so hydrated. Every day I'm playing Druid because every time I go for a drink, I'm like, seems like a good time to drink in real life. I wouldn't go in that barn anyway. So, even if it was, I ain't going in there. Like on the Druid, anything that is indoors, especially as Balance Druid, is kind of scary. Not really something you want to deal with too much. Because you can't entangle in roots when you're indoors, and that is like, you know, my big stay away from me mob. But yeah, entangling roots is just only usable outdoors. Now, I have lived in houses in the past where some tree roots try to come indoors, so I think it should be able to be used indoors, but there was one house that we lived in when I was about 10, 11, where the tree root was coming up specifically right under the sewage pipe. I don't know like what specifically it's called, but it did make for some interesting smells and plumbing issues. There's a really big tree like right outside of the house, just on the yard. The tree is still fine, but we did have to get the roots dealt with a little bit there. I don't know how it is now because I haven't seen that house for a while. Maybe I'll go past it in the future and see if the tree's still there. But I climbed that tree a lot, and that was where I fell on my face, and that's why my nose is a bit crooked. Childhood memories. Because I fell out of that tree face first. Even though we're going to level 40 this leg, it's still going to take... You know, we got Alia to do to 37, we got Grocket to 38, then Rugen to 39. So that's 3 characters after this one that need to do around 10 levels each. I was sad that I had to play my rogue first in this league because I won't get to see my rogue for at least 2 months now. I'll go kill Stalvin, level up, hit 36, be done with the druid. Priest has to do 9 levels, but I really enjoy Priest, even though it's just like 24/7 wanding. I knew today getting to 36 would be quite easy because I was away for 4 days. Well, not away for 4 days, but didn't stream for 4 days. A lot of rested experience to go through. And then eat Starfire. Care about your curse, I can get rid of that. I'm a druid. Man, he's not even getting out of the route. What unlucky. Here goes level 36. And a small upgrade.
Light blessing.
Yay. Because we're going to be logging off Fran, let's check out her gear before we deal with this. We did get a nice helmet from Balmer. Has definitely served a good purpose. A lot of spirit stuff. Not like the best gear yet. I mean, we've still got this. Frostbound. But we're getting there. Get 1 more point in Moon Fury. And next up, we are playing Alia, which I've been looking forward to because I've missed playing the priest.